Hello everyone, Omega here, and this is Tombs of Mephistopheles. At least I think how you say it. It is, I almost want to say a classic dungeon crawler that uses a first-person style. Uh, yeah, first-person style. As you can see, I have a sword. I can also cast a fireball spell, which I'll show you in a minute. There's 3 items that you have to deal with currently, which would be a health pot, mana pot, and a bomb. The bomb is used to blow holes in the walls, so every square is available. I've currently seen 3 types of enemies, skeletons, fire skeletons, and demons. The demons are kind of like invisible things that just have these red things on them that fly around. I'll probably find them later to show you. For each of the skeletons, it looks like they have at least 2 different types for each of the skeletons. So there's like a bigger skeleton that's regular, and a bigger fire skeleton, and a regular one as well. The environment is destructible, as I mentioned before, with bombs. You can blow holes up in them. And apparently you can stop fireballs with your own fireballs, which is interesting. This game is still in alpha, so it's not complete, but you can pre-order it and get access to the demo, or the alpha version, whichever you want to call it. And you also get the full game once it's released. The controls are actually quite intuitive and impressive for its style of game. Most games like this usually have pretty shitty controls from what I've played. This feels like, I'd almost want to say similar to Oblivion style controls. What's available in the options menu is also very impressive. You can change most settings that you'd expect to see in AAA games. And I've never seen this many options in an alpha before. With your fireball, you've got 4 options. The first option is throw, which is what I'm doing. It takes the least amount of mana. There's also fly, which makes it fly straight. So throws are kind of like a grenade. Fly is kind of like a bullet. It's not as fast. There's also guided, which is pretty obvious. It follows your cursor. And then there's direct, which simply makes the fireball appear wherever you're pointing. Because skeletons will avoid your fireball spells. And ow, that did not feel good. There's currently 2 ways to buy the game. One is on Desera, which is mainly used for indie games like this, or just small games. And there's also the website. It's cheaper on the website, but there is a catch. You can only get 3 downloads for the main download client, and then for updates you only get 7 per update. And it is significantly cheaper, but again, the limited downloads is kind of a turn off for a lot of people. For me it is. I still got them on there because I didn't feel like spending a lot of money on an unknown. But I'll leave it up to you, and that was a bad idea. As you can see here, I'm blowing through walls using bombs, and yeah, every square is available to go through. This is currently the largest map recommended, which is a 20 by 20. This might be a bad idea. Yes, that was a bad idea. Sorry, 20,000 by 20,000 squares. So essentially, I will never finish exploring this map. I will probably die before I finish exploring this map. This map is massive. It took me like 5 minutes just to generate this map, which is not surprising considering it's only procedurally generated. The content-wise, it's actually kind of limited, but it's not really that bad. It's just an alpha game, so I'm not surprised. one of the interesting things to take note of actually is when you get hit, you get dizzy. I'd want to say concussed. If you walk forward, sometimes you walk sideways, you get turned in the wrong direction, you get dizzy, or the screen gets blurry, I should say. And yeah, I just found it's a really interesting thing. It's definitely a motivator to not get hit at all costs. Bombs can also be used to kill people, which I'm showing you here. Nice for large groups like this. Timing it right's kind of hard though. Overall, though, for an alpha game, I would seriously recommend this to anybody who's interested in kind of a classic dungeon crawl. It's kind of cathartic. You just go in, kill stuff, just keep charging forward. Never have to really worry about the story or saving anybody or escort missions. You know, all that fun stuff that people just love from other games. Let's see if we can blow up a pillar. That would be a no. I say the graphics level are actually, they're not great. They're definitely not modern. But they are good enough for what this is, considering it is a procedurally generated game. They're not bad. Early 2000s. And there are a lot of skeletons now. Okay, this is just Fraps messing up. I don't know what's wrong. Just give me a random black screens. It's not... Like, while playing I didn't get these. I don't know what's going on. I think Fraps just decided to have a hissy fit over something. I've tried to delete as many of the black screens as I can, but a few of the small ones still might be in here. And if they are, just ignore them. They're not in game. It's again just Fraps being a little annoying thing. That could be Vegas Pro 10. I don't know what's going on. Back to killing. This has been Tombs of Mephistopheles. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next episode will be Xenonauts.